Good morning, everyone. It's good to be back. Our Tuesday talk. My name is Martha King. I'm an integrated certified health coach here in Hanover. And our topics today, as usual, is under the herd, health empowerment reset. Tuesdays talks that we do every Tuesday. Before we begin, I'd like to emphasize a disclaimer that anything that we talk about today, it is only for information only. We're not prescribing and we're not medicating any source. So I'll have our panel introduce themselves next.
Good morning. My name is Asha Scatchard. I'm a certified Brennan Healing Science practitioner. I have a practice in York, Pennsylvania. My main focus on my practice is helping people see patterns in their life that's holding them back from being who they truly are, so they can have a more fulfilling, stress-free life, and they learn about themselves and their relationships. Thank you.
I am Dr. DeWart Ray. I'm going to be presenting today. I am the owner of Core Vitality here in Hanover.
Thank you, ladies. So our topic today is a very, very important topic. Plays a lot of dual roles, and it's about supporting your immune system and improving gut health. So Julie Lynn is going to be our speaker today. She's going to take us through why the one plays a big role with the other, how they work together, how they both in synchronized work in each other, and how we need both to work in a balanced way to have a good health. So Julie Lynn, you have the floor.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here to talk about this important topic. I wanted to give you guys a little bit about my background, so you know who kind of I am and where I come from with my background. I have a bachelor's degree in nutrition science. I'm a certified nutrition wellness consultant as well as a certified health education specialist. I have a master's degree in public health as well as a PhD in integrative medicine. I just graduated from Duke University with a postmaster certification in integrative health leadership. I am a home birth midwife as well as the owner, as I said, of Core Vitality, where I specialize in gut health. I know that Martha mentioned that the information here today is for education purposes and to empower people who are listening. It is not intended to prevent, treat, or cure any disease, illness, or condition. So just so you guys know that, and if you ever want to make any changes, it's very important that you work with your PCP to make those changes so you know you're doing it safely. If it's okay with you guys, I'll just jump right on in.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so what is the immune system and why does gut health so important? And first I want to say that our immune system is the ability for us to resist an infection or toxin by the action of specific antibodies or specific, sensitized white blood cells. The immune system is a complex organ system in our body comprised of white blood cells, skin, mucus, and bacteria. Its central role is to seek out, attack, and destroy foreign invaders such as bacteria and viruses that enter our body. The gut has a huge impact on our body's health as well. The gut contributes to a strong immune system. When we have a strong gut, our immune system is heightened or better efficient at working. Heart health, brain health, mood, sleep, digestion. It has the ability to fight cancers when it's working optimally and protects against autoimmune diseases, which is something we're going to talk a little bit more about. So having a healthy gut is a core to maintaining our health and can cause a host of infections if we're not healthy in our gut. Our immune system is not healthy. So some of the things that have been brought up in some of the research is that we know that an unhealthy gut can lead to leaky gut syndrome. And we know that leaky gut syndrome is the key to all autoimmune diseases. it is a major contributor and a major driver in our body developing an autoimmune disease. So things like Alzheimer's disease, MS, and a couple others that can really come from a leaky gut. And if we can help our gut not be leaking anymore, we can actually reverse and sometimes prevent autoimmune diseases. And so we have this saying in the integrative health world that we are more than our genes. And that's where that comes from, is the research that's been done on leaky gut and how it does impact our health and increases our risk of autoimmune disease. We forgot to do our slides, guys. I just realized.
Right ahead. So good.
Do you want me to pull up the screen?
Of course, yeah. Go.
Sorry, I just realized we didn't have that up. So sorry.
Good reinforcement. That's good.
That's it.
There you are.
Let me go to slideshow, guys. I apologize for that. Kind of my fault. So we're a little bit beyond this. So some things that we can do to build our immune system and have it function well is to exercise. Okay, make sure that we are eating a whole food diet that has plenty of fruits and vegetables. Stay hydrated. That is so huge in our body's immune response, is hydration. Maintaining a healthy body weight and getting enough sleep, reducing stress, drinking alcohol in moderation, and not smoking all helps our immune system function optimally. We know that there's a link between micronutrient deficiency and poor immune response. Eating foods rich in zinc, copper, folic acid, and vitamins A, B6, and E can help our immune system regulate and keep our bodies safe. Food allergies and leaky gut, like we already discussed, cause poor absorption of vitamins and minerals, which also leads to poor immunity. The SAD diet, what we refer to as the SAD diet, is the standard American diet, which is a major contributor to poor immune support. Poor immune supporting foods are part of the reason why our body also has a lack of vitamins and minerals being absorbed, is because the food that we're eating is not rich in these vitamins and minerals. So what we need to do is start replacing the SAD diet foods with natural immune boosting foods that will help us support our immune system and our gut health, honestly. So some of you might be saying, well, okay, that's great, but what does a healthy diet look like? You want to focus on healthy fats such as avocado oils. You want to make sure you're eating green leafy vegetables, fruits of all colors. It's great to have a variety. I tell my clients, eat the rainbow. If you are eating a variety of fruits and vegetables every day, then you're doing a really good job at getting in some immune fighting foods that will help boost your immune system. Lentils, oats, and quinoa are also really good to start introducing into your diet. Staying away from high fatty foods. Pre-packaged and pre-processed foods are also a good way to support your immune system and the gut. So we're going to talk a little bit more about some foods that you can incorporate into your diet that will help you boost your immune system. Kefir is one of my favorites. It's a probiotic that has immune fighting support. It has phytochemicals that are natural detoxers and helps us get a little bit of antioxidants. And if you add it to your smoothies, you can actually get some protein as well as the probiotic properties from using kefir. As I already said, eating green leafy vegetables, which we call carnivorous vegetables, such as broccoli, especially when you lightly cook them or just sprout them, they contain vitamins A, C, and E. These sulfur-rich components have numerous immune-boosting health benefits. Another one of my favorites is mushrooms. Mushrooms provide us with the mineral selenium, as well as the B vitamins, riboflavin and niacin. They are great at protecting our body and producing pathogen-fighting proteins, which helps boost our immune system. And one thing I really like about mushrooms is you can add this to soups, omelets, meatless meals. And when you cook them right, they give you a little bit of a meaty flavor. So people who are like me, who are vegetarian, it's a really good substitute. I actually like mushroom burgers. So if you want to add those in, that's a good way to do it, to kind of get them in there without maybe going quite to the mushroom burgers. The next one is red bell peppers. Believe it or not, red bell peppers have 2 times the amount of vitamin C than citrus fruits. They increase white blood cell production and are powerful antioxidants. One tip for this is you can increase these in your diet. Eating vitamin C rich foods every day is great because our body cannot make or store vitamin C. So we need to get it in our diets. Beans is another great thing for you to build your immune system, especially if you're a vegetarian. It really helps increase our ability to get protein if we mix them with rice. It's a complementary protein. Beans are powerful probiotics. They provide us with iron and zinc as well. One tip for this is, I know a lot of people say that they have gas from eating beans, and I like to point out that chickpeas and lentils can help you guys get beans in your diet without the gassy side effects. So, fresh fish is great for providing us with omega-3 fatty acids, which help us produce white blood cells. They act as antioxidants and decrease inflammation in the body. One tip I have for this, if you are not a big fish eater, is try making burgers with canned tuna or salmon cakes to get more of these beneficial omega-3s in your diet each day, or a couple times a week. Garlic and onions are sulfur-rich root vegetables that contain immune-boosting power. They are probiotics and antimicrobial. Crushing these and allowing them to sit for about 10 minutes before you cook them helps maintain the beneficial properties. When we just throw them in without crushing them up, we may not be getting the best benefit from them. So that's a good tip for that. The next thing I really like that I've been trying to start to introduce into my diet as well is green tea. This refreshing tea is believed to support the production of disease-fighting T cells. If you add this in and replace 1 cup of tea or 1 cup of coffee a day, it can help promote an overall sense of well-being. It's actually really good. You can find, let me see, sorry. Yes, you can find probiotics naturally as well in your fermented foods, yogurt, kefir, cottage cheese, and miso. So keep that in mind. Sorry, got ahead of myself there. So some powerful vitamins and supplements that will help you boost your immune system is vitamin C. Vitamin C, we all know, is an antioxidant that works to protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. Vitamin C, collagen, helps boost collagen, which helps us improve the absorption of our iron. Foods rich in vitamin C are oranges, strawberries, broccoli, kiwi, cauliflower, red bell peppers, and cantaloupe. Vitamin A is an immune system regulator. Vitamin A can help protect against infection. It's an excellent source of vitamin A, comes in carrots, sweet potatoes, again, red bell peppers, and broccoli. Vitamin D is also known as a gift from the sun because we can absorb it through the sun's rays. Vitamin D is actually a hormone. It helps move muscles and maintain strong bones. You can find vitamin D naturally from the sun, or you can get it in fatty fish, egg yolks, and cheese. So some powerful herbs that help boost our immune system that I really like is angelica root. This has been shown to treat respiratory ailments and cold symptoms and support the body during infection. So it's a really good go-to if you are experiencing an illness. Ginger is actually an herb, and most people don't know that, but it is an anti-inflammatory herb, and it has anti-inflammatory, antioxidant fighting powers. So that really helps us boost our immune system. Olive leaf extract is not only a good immune booster, but it also helps us fight free radicals and reduce inflammation in the body. Licorice root is good for so many ailments. That's one of my go-tos as well. It has an amazing, powerful support for the adrenals and stress response, which is very important because we know that when we're really stressed, we can inhibit our body's ability to fight off infection. So that's a really good go-to as well. Echinacea is a powerful antioxidant that can help with lung support and bronchial infections. It's also known to shorten the duration of the common cold and flu, as well as reduce symptoms from sore throat, cold, and fever. Turmeric is one of my favorites. I love that I incorporate it in my diet and cooking all the time. You've probably heard of turmeric as a superfood herb, which it is. It's an antioxidant, antiviral, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and it is excellent at fighting off colds and flu symptoms, as well as serious conditions like cancer. Since it's an anti-inflammatory, it's got that extra benefit when you're not feeling well to help reduce inflammation. Of course, these are just a few of the examples of herbs that we have available to us to help boost our immune system, but because they're some of my favorites, I wanted to share them with you. So something that some people don't know a lot about or don't use a whole lot of is essential oils. And I'm just going to talk about a couple here that are really well known for their immune fighting properties. One is tea tree oil. And this oil has many antimicrobial properties and is an effective decongestant. And when you have like a chest cold or something like that, it works really good at helping work that mucus out. You can use it for coughs as well. It's been really helpful for people with those symptoms. Peppermint oil, a lot of people know about peppermint oil. It's very commonly used for headaches and indigestion. It is a detoxifying herb and is also believed to reduce sugar cravings. So if you're somebody who's trying to lose weight and you have a sweet tooth, this might be a really good go-to oil for you. The other one is oregano. This oil is rich in antioxidants and has super effective properties for fighting off bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms that might invade our bodies. It is also beneficial in treating various health conditions. So this might be a really good oil for you if you have a chronic health condition. Lemon oil is an anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and it has detoxifying properties. One thing that I really like about lemon oil is that you can use it as a natural cleaning product in your home. So if you're somebody who is trying to minimize your toxic load, using lemon oil as a cleaning product might be a really good alternative for you. Lastly, cinnamon bark. This oil assists in boosting the natural defenses against seasonal germs. It's antibacterial and antiseptic, actually, which makes it a really good oil especially if you have a low immune system. It might be a really good oil for you to incorporate into your daily life. So I hope you guys found this information beneficial and enlightening. I'm actually in the process of putting together a more in-depth program for immune support and gut health support. I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like. I might be doing a master class with that, or it might be something I pop on my website to be more as a do-it-yourself program. But if you guys want more information on that, you're more than welcome to call or shoot me an email, and I can kind of keep you up to date with how that's looking. If anybody's interested in one-on-one services or support, of course, you can always email or give me a phone call as well for an appointment. And that's the end of that, if anybody has any questions.
I'm sorry, Asha, you're going to say something?
No, go ahead, you go.
Do you want to close the slides?
I sure can.
Yeah. Okay, Asha.
Julie, I had a question about the organic foods and the regular foods mainly because of the expense of going organic pure. So can you tell us a little bit about that? What's best to do and how to do it?
So what I tell people is eating organic is obviously best, but if you cannot afford to eat organic all the time, go to the Environmental Health Group website and look at the Dirty Dozen. Anytime you're going to eat a food that is in the Dirty Dozen, then you should get organic, just to help minimize the toxic load that can come with eating foods that are on that list.
Can you tell us what the Dirty Dozen are?
Oh my, I'd have to look at the list. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I can tell you, like, strawberries are on there. I think plums, anything that has a very thin skin that the herbicides and pesticides and stuff can leak into. That's typically what we would consider a food that's in the Dirty Dozen list. But I know that the Environmental Working Group is always updating that. So I would recommend you just go to that website and look and see what they have on that list, and then just try to eat organic from that.
And what's the website again?
It's the Environmental Working Group. I think if you just go to environmentalworkinggroup.org, I think is where you would get that information. And it's a very well-known organization at this point. So if you just put in like environmental toxins or anything like that, food toxins, it would probably pop up at some point in that feed.
Well, that's good. That's something new for me. And the other question is about fish, farm versus wild.
You know, there's a lot of controversy out there about that. I say wild is probably best, although I will be honest, I've had farm-raised salmon before as well. It really, I say farm-raised is best. I mean, of course, getting it natural is best, not the farm-raised, but I don't know that we really know which is best.
What about where they come from?
Right. And I say Alaskan, like, salmon is best. I mean, you know, you're getting it, you know, there's a whole lot of controversy out there as well about, you know, how fresh is the fish and things like that, and how it's handled in the delivery process and stuff. So, you know, I think getting it wild caught is best. I think that gives it, you know, the freshness of that. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say right now. There's not a whole lot of definitive information out there on it.
Okay, thanks.
Good questions though.
Yeah, and I can add a few things if I may. If you Google Dirty Dozen, that will come up as well.
There you go.
You know, that's a thing too. And then that list keeps updating. I mean, I know it's over 12 now. It's like 15 or something plus. Yeah. And
I need to go and update that then, because I didn't realize that. I haven't looked at it in a while because I have a sheet that's had it on, but I need to go and update that myself.
Yeah, that was an excellent question as well. And then the comparison between the wild caught versus farm raised, and of course, that's preference, whatever you feel that,
Right.
but I've always tend to go with the wild caught when I get my fish.
Mhm.
Preferably, it's best, fresh versus frozen, but there are many times you just can't get fresh. You just go with the frozen.
Right. And some restaurants, they don't have
No.
wild caught. It's,
Mm,
it's farm raised. And then what do? You're
mm,
kind of at the mercy of what's available.
Mhm.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. Um, you mentioned about, we're going to watch our time in here. You mentioned about the beans. Some of them, some people just can't eat them because of, give them the gas. I know one of the things that has helped me and helped some of my clients as well is pre-soak the beans
Right.
the night before. That helps a lot. That helps for if you tend to react to the gas, bloating that you get from that. Um, you hit amazing topics here, amazing tips, Julian. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. And when you talked about bok choy, that's such an amazing green. And um, one thing that does help, just my suggestion, that many times if you don't like if you don't like the taste of something, then many times if you tend to maybe juice or blend, you can just blend them and with other things,
Mhm.
and you're just going to eat them pretty much straight 100% raw. And but anyway,
Right. Or different ways to cook it too. I mean, I think
mhm.
people cook their, whatever they're trying to experiment with once they don't like it. And then they're like, I don't like it. I'm not going to eat that. And it's like, well, experiment.
Yeah, right,
Try
there's many ways.
flavors, try different ways to cook the food, and you might surprise yourself.
Oh yeah, and what you combine it with. I mean, you mentioned about the onions and garlic, um, mushrooms, and if you don't care for any of them by themselves, saute them together, and it's an amazing combination. I mean, when you just do it for, oh my gosh, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so I love this topic. This is my topic. Oh my gosh, yeah, I do. And I mean, you can just talk forever, and it's just so much that we want to share. And we talk about our immune system. People only think it's somewhere in it, but a lot of it's in our gut. And so balancing that is going to balance the rest of the body. So, um,
Right. Right.
any other quick pointers,
No,
Asha?
I feel like I had to the way that I set the presentation up before, I had to take a lot of information out because I had almost a half hour's worth of information. So
This
I had
is
to cut a lot of
great.
information out. It's so much. You could go on, like you said, for
Oh
days
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, you condensed great highlights just in 20, 25 minutes. So we're good. And so
Thank
anyway,
you.
well, if we don't have nothing else to bring up right now, and I'm sure we'll keep talking about this and other topics. So thank you everyone for your time, and we look forward to see you our next topic. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.